G'day guys, Ron here from Osborne Digital Marketing. Today I'm going to do a review of Article Forge. Let's jump into it. Alright, so in this Article Forge review, what we're going to cover is all of the features. I'll run some of the articles and you can see how they look and you can pause them and you can check them out yourself. But Article Forge is offering a free trial period of 5 days right now. So if you want to run a couple of your own articles and check them yourself, you can do that. So we're going to go through all of the features. I'm going to explain how we utilize it. I'll tell you some tricks that you can ensure that you get some great content that actually will pass in Google, especially because Google just released their helpful content update. So I'll give you some tips and tricks there. We utilize it in my agency. I think it's a great long form content tool. Not necessarily a fan of Jasper. I used that, would have been 6 months ago, and I didn't like it. It was not for me. I've been utilizing Article Forge for around about 9 months. There was a bit of, I guess you'd call a sabbatical, where we didn't utilize it. It was good. Then it went really bad. And then I believe they came out and updated the GPT. So they moved it from 2 to 3. That is just essentially the brain behind everything that makes it all work, that makes the AI content created. So they updated that, and ever since then we haven't gone back. We don't utilize another tool. We only essentially spin some of the articles created in here to help it stick better in the search engine. So I will walk you through all of that, talk about some things, talk about every single feature, how we utilize it, and then we'll discuss everything else for it. Now, when it comes to Article Forge, it's awesome because of the long form content. To be completely honest, my favorite feature of this tool is the very long 1,500 word article. Just at the click of a button, bang, done for you, happy days. And you've got the perfect 750 word article for any Google News website. So if you're doing a bit of a Google News release, bang, there you go, 750, perfect. That's why I absolutely love this tool. It's just wonderful and marvelous for this. So as an example, let's do 1500 so I can show you. So let's do what is SEO. So we can do this. And another thing that you can do is you can do bulk article generation. So you can click on this button here. And now if I was to go, what is SEO? What is a keyword? What is a backlink? All of these articles, these are different articles that will go away, and it will just do them. And it will do all of those articles. The only downfall that you have with that is essentially you can't set your own headers and structure of the campaign. So whatever you set, so if it's what is SEO, 1,500 words will be written about that, all structured by Article Forge. Now this is quite good if you plan on going in and actually spinning the content, prettying it up yourself. That's where this is perfect. That's where I would highly recommend this. However, if you're looking for something that's a little bit more specific and structured by yourself, you want that bit more of an input entered by you, then I wouldn't use the bulk generator, but it's there if you need it. Again, you can have 25 articles done, 1,500 words at the click of a button. Obviously, they take time to prepare. They might take maybe an hour to generate all of those articles. I would say about 15 articles. 1,500 words each article, around about an hour to do, but you can do that. So that's another thing that I love. So we'll go back and let's do this example. So what is SEO? So we'll do the long form. Now what you can do when it's on long form, you can enter headings. So as an example, you can be like, what is search engine optimization? And be like, that is like, what is a keyword? So then in each section of the report, it's going to talk about what is a keyword. So it'll do a little spiel about what is search engine optimization? What is a keyword? That's what's going to happen. It'll start moving through. So let's just do what is a backlink? What is a backlink? You can put that in there. You can go through to your heart's content, put in whatever you want, up to 8 headings, obviously all optional. Now, other things that you can do, these are quite recent features that you get to do is that you get to add an image and you get to add a video. So it pulls something from YouTube, which I think is sick. because by doing that, it's it's easy. Now, something that I really, really, really love about this tool is that you can actually install it so it'll run automatically in your website. Now, perhaps if you want a bit more of a hands-off approach, you're okay with the content just being AI generated and you don't care about anything else, you're happy with whatever it produces is what it produces, you can literally do installing the WordPress, set this up with your WordPress blog, and you can actually go away and have it all where it's basically automated. So post will happen at a date that you schedule it for, which is sick, and then it will just automatically upload everything. So the post will be there ready to go. All you'll need to do is obviously put in the meta title and the meta description, done, and press the launch button, which I think is honestly fantastic. So if you want that hands-off approach, you're going to have the video there, you're going to have the images. If you want to add links, so you can add the links in there as an example. So if a keyword is entered, obviously it might not do it because we're not able to utilize the keyword on the longer form. I'll show you the shorter form in a second, but on the longer form, you can't necessarily insert the link. But all you would do is, let's just say if SEO appeared, we would want a specific link to appear for us. So let's just say it was osborne.dm.com/SEO. I would want that link to appear. That's what can be done. So you can have it go through first instant for that word utilized, that keyword utilized, or every single time SEO is mentioned, osborne.dm.com/SEO, that's going to appear for that link. So I think that's pretty cool, pretty cool. So yeah, and then the other final thing is we utilize Word AI to help spin up the content sometimes. Now the reason for this is all AI tools, a little bit finicky. To be completely honest, it's better if you throw your content into Word AI after it's generated in an article Forge as an example, or anything Jasper AI, to help it pass the GPT detectors. Because if it's really poor and doesn't appear really well on the GPT-2 detectors, then what can happen is you can be wasting your time. So you want to make sure that the content is valid, it's good, it's readable. But as a human, you should be going in there, you should be getting this to do the bulk of the work. This does 70%, you do the remaining 30. So you should go in there, update stats, look at anything that needs correcting, utilize Grammarly, brilliant tool. That'll just put a button on it, put the bow on it, and make everything nice. So you can turn this on where this will spin it up for you. So add the rewriting tool. You can do that. And I would recommend it if you're going to utilize this tool a lot. So, okay, please provide a minimum of 4. We've got to put 4 in, my bad. How does SEO work? Let's do that. Okay. So now we'll leave this to run. So this is running right here, processing query. Let's get rid of that. So this will take, normally when it's 1500 words, it'll take a little bit of time, not long, 5 minutes maximum. You can utilize this for a ton of stuff. But what I love right now is you can go and run another article. So let's do the shorter form. So let's do 750. Now, if we do 750, we can just have a ton of keywords in there. So let's just do what is a backlink. Let's do why a backlink's important. All right, so we want to make sure we want to talk about backlinks. So we want that to appear in there. We want perhaps Haro. It might know what Haro is, help a reporter out links. Let's talk about citations. These types of things for it to be in there. We want it to add an image, add a video, links. We can have that in, we can have that off if you want, whatever it is. So now it's running an article. So as you can see, you're not, just because one's being processed, you aren't having to sit there and wait for the other one to be done. No, you get straight into it. And again, this is why I like this over the other tools. Like with the Jasper, it's you write one thing at a time. That's it. You're expected to sit there, do one thing at a time, and sit and wait patiently. Now, for me, I don't like that. I like coming to this tool going, right, I've got a list of 5 articles that need to be created. My team will come in there. They'll throw every single customer's article in there. Bang, bada bing, bada boom. It's done. It's easy. It's nice and simple. That's why I like it. So as you can see, you've got the post scheduler over here while we're waiting for those articles to be created. You've got the post scheduler. This is where you'll need to utilize the, essentially once you've installed it into your WordPress website, you can have this happen automatically. So like I was saying, you can bulk do it. You can just do it. Let's just say you want to create a website and you just want to have it as a news website. You want to have it as something funny, something funky. You just want a huge website. Perhaps it's anything. You're trying to build anything. You can just have 1,000 pages done overnight if you wanted to. That's where this tool is really, really cool. That's why I value this. That's why I think it's quite important. You have an API. I'm obviously not going to click on that because then you'll see my key. But you have an API if you want to go away and integrate it with other tools, which I think again is another beautiful feature. So let's just jump back and see how those articles are going. And while we're waiting on them, like, let's look at the prices. So as I was saying before, Article Forge, 5 days free trial. Jump on there, check it out. You can run your own tests. Right now, we went the yearly package because yeah, it's a lot cheaper. 25,000 words a month, or it actually might be this one. I cannot remember. I think we might have this package right here actually, because we do a lot. Yeah, it would be this package. So we have the middle one. Now, it's brilliant. You basically get everything. This is unlimited. We don't need more than 250,000 words a month. So, you know, this is big time. If you're a big agency, this is what you'd be utilizing, but you'd probably have your own systems in place anyway. But when it comes to the basic, like if you're just starting out, if you've got nothing else to go after, this is a brilliant tool to do that. So to be able to create a ton of blogs. So let me just actually work out what that is. 25,000 divide by 1,500, you'll be able to get 16 blogs a month created. Well, you don't need to do anything. So I think it's an awesome tool. If I was you, this is a tool that I'd be looking at for anything blog related. If you want a hands-off approach, if you're quite busy, if your clients, if you're an SEO, or if it's your own website, you don't either have the time to invest into human written content, your clients don't have the time or the money to invest into human written content, this is brilliant. This is where we use it every day. We don't have the clients that sometimes they're not able to spend the thousands of dollars that we would like to charge a month that will get them the custom written content. They're happy with this stuff. They're happy with the content that we produce. It's always optimized. It's always effective. We never produce rubbish. We make sure that we create something good, but it's a great tool and very inexpensive. So once the article is created, you'll either have the option here of clicking on My Articles, or as you can see right here, it says click here to see the results. So you can come in. Now I'll go through this a little bit slowly for you. So if you want to pause at any time, you can pause at any time and read it yourself. But what I will do is I would highly suggest just try it out. There's a 5-day free trial. Give it a crack. Write whatever article you want. See if it's good. If it's not good, don't use it. It's entirely your decision, but you're able to check it out. So as you can see, it's all structured quite well. There's going to need to be things that are cleaned up, but here's a YouTube video. Here's our image, and we can spin it all again if we want. Awesome. Like that's why it's so sick. That's why I love Article Forge. So from there, you can just copy it. You can copy it with the HTML, or you can just copy all the text. If you're going to utilize the videos and the images, I'd highly recommend that you actually copy the HTML and place that in your code editor on your blog, because that'll make everything just seamless as long as you've got, you know, your website set up appropriately. But it is a very, very good tool for the price point. I'm happy with it. We paid the yearly price. I think it was like $300 or something like that for the year. Very inexpensive for what we've been able to achieve with it. Just make sure, a couple of cautionary things and cons of the Article Forge. It is an AI tool. You have to put the time in to actually tweak the content. Do not expect the content to be amazing. It's never going to be as good as if you were to write the content yourself. You will need to go in there and tweak it. I find that the shorter form content is 50-word content. I would have to say that Jasper probably does have it up on Article Forge, but when it comes to the longer form content, Jasper doesn't stand a chance against Article Forge. This thing will blow it out of the water. So if your intent is to utilize this for blog posts, then Article Forge every day of the week. A lot better. So what I'll do is I'll wait for this one to load and then I'll jump back. All right, so that one's done. What we'll do is we'll check that out, have one final look. You can analyze that, go away, see if this is the right tool for you. So this is why our backlinks important. We've got the image here. We've got a YouTube video here. They sure do enjoy putting in Ahrefs videos. Some of you may know my, I guess you would say, animosity towards Ahrefs. So you can pause your screen right now. You can pause this video, check out the content if you would like. Let me get rid of that tag for you. Ignore so you can see it more clearly. Scroll down a little bit. And there you go. So that's all of the articles. Article Forge is a brilliant tool, to be completely honest. It's been a tool that I've utilized for a long time now. And as long as they keep updating their content the way that their AI content is created, I'll keep using it. I'll keep being a paying customer for it because I think it's brilliant. You've got a 5-day free trial that you can try it out yourself. If you've had a look at my articles to see the results that you were given, check that out. If you like what you see in the video that I've just made for you, jump over, grab the 5-day free trial, then check it out yourself, run something through it, have a go. And then if you like it, just convert. I'll make sure that I've got a link down below, up above, wherever it is when you watch this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button. If you have, hit the subscribe. I love making these types of videos and I hope you have a lovely day. Cheers.